morning students, welcome to ICT online classes. Last 3 days too we did discussed the topic about HTML. You know HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. You know the importance of hypertext markup language in computer programming. This is the one and only programming language to create web pages in internet. So these all are the very fundamentals. Actually HTML advanced XHTML and XHTML advanced XML. There are so many upgrade levels are present in internet programming. But HTML are the very few basic simple creation how to make a web page in internet. So that's why these all are the very fundamentals in HTML. And previous session we create more web pages in internet like preparing lists. You know there are 3 different type of lists are present, either ordered list, that is called sequence, unordered list, that is called non-sequence, and a definition list, that is a totally different from ordered and unordered. But how to make these lists in web page did completed in last class. At the same time how to make the text more effectively in web pages also using with the font tag. So font tag, horizontal rule, HR tag, and list creation in HTML. These all are the topics are covered in previous topic, right? So today we have to complete 2 of the topics in HTML. That's to end our 3rd semester information and communication technology syllabus. Okay, so these 2 are the most expected in examination point of view. Okay, let us we discuss about the topic in HTML is table creation in HTML. Exactly, you know table is a collection of rows and columns and arrange the data in a tabular format. Okay, you see more tables in your real life also. For example, every day we should collect attendance in classroom. So the attendance collecting we can make it in table format, and we generate the mark list or we prepare a timetable of the examination. These all are the best examples of tables. But sometime in internet web page, not only to create all the plain text mean headings and paragraphs, this is like a plain text, but sometimes we want to make a table creation also. Okay, if want to make a table in internet in web page, so we use so many different of terminologies in the table. Let us we see we create a simple table. Okay, this is a simple table. So this table contain 3 columns. This is column number 1, column number 2, and column number 3. And this table contain 4 rows. Row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 4. So the dimension of the table, that is called table size. It's called a table size. Table size is always be measured number of columns into number of rows. You know in this table it contains 3 columns. This is column number 1 and column number 2 and column number 3. That's why the column size is called 3. Okay, about 4. This table also contains 4 rows. Row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, and row number 4. That is called 4. So 3 into 4 is equal to 12. 12 is called a cells. Cell is called an intersection of a row and column is called a cell. Okay, that means in this table there are 12 cells are present. Cell number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. 12 cells are arranged in this table. Okay, so this is like a table. So all tables are not contain 3 into 4 size. According to our requirement, the table size is sometimes is increased or sometimes is decreased, right? So then I will show a sample table only this time. Okay, once the table is created, now the table contain headings. Heading mean top column headings are called table headings basically. Okay, so if you want to enter the data into your proper cell, the cell contain which data is according to the table heading. So our first table heading is a serial number. S.NO is called serial number of the table. And the second cell contain heading name, that is name of a student. I did write simply name only. And third cell course, what course the student is learning, the course name entered in the table. So this is called actually table heading. The first row or first data in a table is called table headings. Okay, once the table heading is completed, let us we enter the table data, that is serial number 1 and name is I write the sample name is some example X, and doing the course is BA, and serial number 2 the name of the student is Y and also doing the course is BA, and student number 3 is the name of the student is Z and the student learning course is BCom. Okay, so this is the data about the table. This is called table data. So you just identify the difference. Table heading is always be present only for one row, and the row is present the top of the table only, because every time the column headings are prepared in only the very first of the table, right? That's why the first row is always treated is called table heading. Okay, and the remaining all them are the table data. Okay, so without the data the table is incomplete. That's why I just filled a sample data about the student in this table. Okay, so table heading, table data. Let us we discuss about what are the different of elements are present in HTML programming language. Okay, first you want to maintain the tag name is called table. For example, if you want to make a table in web page, then you give a command in programming, yes, this time I want to make a table. So if you want to make a table, firstly we use the tag is called table. Once this tag is used in HTML programming, the programming is considered, yes, user can start to create a table. That's why this is the most important tag. Without this tag, we can't possible to create a table in HTML programming language. Do you understand? So you didn't use this tag, what happening? The table is not possible to create in HTML. So whenever you want to create a table in HTML, first we want to use this tag in HTML programming language. When we use this tag, what happening, you know, immediately table is created and user is give a command, now this is the time to create a table in HTML. Okay, this is the first tag. Let us, the second one is called a caption tag. Caption means it is a visual effect. Visual effect mean if you want to arrange any image about the table. For example, if you want to create a table about our college. So if you want to create a table about our college student information, then the table is not only contain data. So the table we have to arrange our college logo also. So if you want to arrange a college logo in HTML, then in table we use a caption. So caption tag always helps to arrange a visual element into a table. Okay, now let us, the next one is called table head. So table head mean, so this table contain which particular semester or which particular year student information. For example, you just see, so this table contains the student information about the college, but didn't mention the year or semester, right now. So didn't mention the year or semester, how can I understand which year student information I can keep in this table? That is little bit complicated. So that's why we use the table header. It will always be present the which semester student information we can add in this table. The heading is appeared at the top of the table like this way. Okay, second sem students particular. Okay, if you want to make this kind of heading about the table, we use the tag name is called T head. T head mean called table head. So head is always be present at the top of the table. That's why such kind of headings we have to make using with this tag T head. And the second element is called T body. T body is called table body. Table body mean this is the entire body of the table. This is like a head. The corresponding head we have a body is right. So every time the body of the table we want to make with the help of the T body tag. Okay, in case T body didn't use, this body is not possible to make up in HTML programming language. That's why this is called T body. And the next one is called T foot. T foot is called table footer. Footer is always be present at the bottom of the table. So bottom of the table, which information is present, sir? So simply sometime we have to make principal or enclosures, whatever may be. After the table we want to show some piece of the table about the table, we generate the bottom of the text is called table foot. In case any of the text is present about the table, it will be present in bottom of the table. The text should be surrounded by or arranged using with the T foot tag. Okay, and the next most important tag in the HTML is TR. TR stands for table row. So table row mean how many rows are we can create in table. So the every row we should start with the TR. Okay, I will show a sample programming using with these tags. It will clear to understood again. Okay, so TR for table row. The table row is always helps to arrange the data in row wise. Okay, so that's why we use the TR tag, that is table row. And each table row contain 3 pieces of data. This is the one piece, this is second piece, this is the third piece. So every piece of the row we can arrange with the help of a tag is TD. You know the full form of TD? TD stands for table data. So table data, this is the one kind of table data, and this is the another kind of table data, and this is the another type of table data. So almost we can arrange the table data with the help of the TD tag. Okay, and what about TH? So TH is similar to T head. Okay, but what is the difference between the table head and TH? That is a simple difference. So table head is always be present the top of the table, it will continuously on the table, but TH tag helps to particularly we can arrange headings of the table only. Okay, so almost heading of the table we can use with TH tag. What happening, you know, the text is appeared in bold face. You know what is the bold? Bold mean comparatively the data, the table heading should be represented in a dark face, because the heading is much be highlighted, you know. So with the help of TH tag, the text should be appeared much in bold face. That's why TH is usually, this is called table head. So these all are the very frequently used elements in the table tag. Okay, we can create a simple table, okay, in HTML with the help of these tags. Okay, already you know this is the table. Okay, so again I will show the table in very small in size. Okay, at the top of the board, the same table again I created in very simple. Okay, serial number and the name of the student and doing the course. These all are the columns, and 1, 2, 3 XYZ and BA, again BA, and third student is doing course is BCom. This is the table to create HTML. Okay, let us. If you want to write a HTML program, first we use the tag is HTML. This is the starting point of the programming. Once the HTML is created, later inside there are two different of sections are present. One is a head and another one is a body. Okay, this head tag also contain the title. The title, about the title, table creation. So I will create a simple table. That's why table creation. So actually the table creation heading is appear in title bar of the browser. Okay, now the head section is complete. Now I will close the head. Is complete. Let us, what about body? Body is ready. So if you write anything in the body, what happening? Let us. So this is the table to make to appear in the body of the browser. So if you want to make this table, anything have to appear in the body of the browser, the content should be implemented in the body section. That's why I had to implement the tag is body. Once the body tag is open, let us, I want to make this table directly on browser. Okay, I make directly table on the table. Let us, if you want to make a table, first we use the tag is table. Okay, because this is the tag. In case you didn't use this tag, what happening? Table is not possible to create. So I want to make a table and I put it, I will show the proper table into the browser. First we use the table tag. Let us, table tag is successfully created. Let us, after we start a table row, because this is the row, you know, this is the row. So I want to create a row. If you want to create a row, first we use the tr tag. Okay, row is created. Under, what is the first heading of the table? I want to make the heading, not the data. So the first row of the table is called table heading. That's why I use th. Okay, why should use th tag? Because if you want to use the th tag, the text is appear automatically in boldface. Boldface, you know, darkness. That's why th. What is the heading? Serial number. Then you write serial number. Is over. Let us. Next, again use th, because if you use the th, the cell is changed. Otherwise, in one th, you write serial number, you write name, you write course. In one th tag, what happening, you know? Serial number, name, course, everything is appear in only one cell. That is not right. Good, right? That's why that is not right. That's why I want to every time to change the cell. So if you want to change the cell, again use th, and what is this time we use name, and again you want to change the cell, again use th and course. Now your row is completed. Once the row is completed, what happening? Immediately you have to close the row. Once you have to close the row, then row is closed. Okay, then we want to start a second row. Yes, so you want to start a second row, again we use the tr, table row. Okay, once the second row will start, under we enter the table data td, not the table heading, because heading is always be appear only for one time in a table. So but data is repeat more times, so that's why I use td. So let us td, what is the first table data? 1. What is the second table data? X. What is the third table data? BA. Now the table is complete. Again you close the tr. Row is ended. And you want to start a new row. Again use the tr. Under tr we enter the data. What is the first data in the new row? 2. What is the second data in Y? What is the third data? BA. Whatever may be, you have to complete. Once the row is complete, now close the TR. So again and again you write the same procedure. After your table is completed, you close the table tag. Now the table is end and the program is also end. Close the body tag and the program is also end. Close the HTML tag. This is the way to create a simple table in HTML. Okay, do you understand? Importance of TR, TH, TD, especially all the elements are not used very frequently, especially this particular tags are used very frequently, that is TR, TH, TD. TH is also not used. TH is used only for only one time, that is at the top of the table time, and the remaining time we didn't use it. In the remaining time we didn't use it. That's why these are the most important creation of the table in HTML. Okay, let us we have discussed about the each and every tag in HTML. Let us create tables in HTML. So to construct tables in HTML, construct means to create. The basic element, which element is in requirement? This is. So table tag is used to create the structure of the table, absolutely. Then the number of rows and the number of columns are decided with TR and TD tags, absolutely right? Yes. So if you want to use the TR tag, now the new one row is created. And second time I use the TR tag, the second row is created. And then use the third TR tag, third row is created. And under how many TD tags are used, that number of columns are created. So how many number of rows and how many number of columns are used according to the TR table row and TD table data. Okay, so TR tag is used to create a table row and TD tag is used to insert cell in the selected row, right? Inserted cell in the selected row. That's why TR, TD are the most important role is played in the table tag. Next, table row, most important tag, that is called TR. The TR tag acts as a container for a row or table cells, right or not? So a table of row of table cells used to create table row frame a horizontal structure to insert the data. Like this is called a horizontal. This is horizontal and this is vertical. So anytime you use the TR tag, the horizontal structure is inserted only. Okay, that's why a table can contain an infinite number of table rows, absolutely. So not to limit, we can possible to insert any number of rows, any number of columns into your table. Okay, each table row is essentially a table element itself. Okay, with an opening and closing tag, absolutely. If you want to start a new row, then we use the TR tag, open TR tag. Then the row is ends, then immediately use the closing TR tag. This will decide when the row is begins and when the row is ends. Okay, table column are also considered child elements of HTML tables, and like table rows, an HTML table may contain an infinite number of table data cells, absolutely. And the next one, table cells, that is called TD. The TH and TD, TH for table head and TD table data elements are used to define the cells in the selected row of the table, absolutely, selected row of the table, because which the row contain different of cells. So the row you have to enter the cell data, we use the TD. TH is used to create a table header displayed with bold style, absolutely. And TD, that is called table data, used to display the table data in normal font. That is the difference. So table head contain the table head data in bold face and table data contain is a normal face. Okay, so this is the create a table with 3 columns with 2 rows only, because no more spacious, that's why I had to create. But we can possible to create any number of rows and any number of columns in the table. Okay, this is the way to create a table in HTML programming language. Now the session will continues. Okay, we want to create another, and the final topic in HTML programming is image adding. Okay, how to add images and using with the anchor tags. Okay, let us see how to create. Pass. Now the topic is graphics in HTML. Graphics mean we want to show not only for any time in text in web pages. So you know, all time web pages are not only contain a only piece of text. Sometimes the web page also contain images also. And previously said about creating tables. But now this is the time to how to put an image into your web page. So images are mostly effective presentation in a web page creation. Okay, that's why we can possible to arrange images also. Let us, the pages are created are basically text based web pages, and as it is known that the www is much more than just plain text. It is the ability of the insert also to provide images that make it so very popular. Images are also called pictures, graphics, icons and clip art, etc. A graphic picture can be worth 1,000 words and even more than that if it is animated. To place graphic images somewhere on a page, an empty image tag is used. So you know, if you want to arrange a table in HTML programming, we use the tag is called table tag. So now this is the time to insert an image in web page. First we use the img tag. So if you use the img tag, then the programming can understood, okay, user can insert an image into a web page. In case you didn't use this img tag, what happening? Didn't know. So you can possible to insert the table, we can insert an image, whatever may be, what particular action we can done in web page, the proper tag we used. That's why we use the img tag very first. Okay, and the next one is called, these all are the attributes. You know the meaning of attributes? Attributes mean one tag inside used subtags. Okay, so main tags inside used subtags are called attributes. Okay, these all are the attributes about the img tag. Okay, let us discuss about the first one is called src. src stands for source. Source mean if you want to arrange an image into your web page, okay, that is good. But the image has a name or not? Image is a file, right? The file has a name. So if you possible to add an image, first you can arrange the source. Source mean, for example, this is our college emblem. Okay, like this is an image. This is image file. So this image you can insert into my web page. Actually this image. So this image have a name. So logo. This is my image name, logo.jpg. JPG is a picture. Okay, this is the image, we can show them in a web page. Okay, so source mean which particular image we can show them on web page. So the name of the image is to be added in this place. So my name of the image is logo.jpg, right? Logo.jpg. So this is an image title. We cannot put a image name. So many images are there in my computer. So which particular image you want to show them in web page? That's why src helps. src is always helps to which image you want to show on a web page. The particular image name we can arrange in src. Okay, and the second one, alt. Alt is called alternative. Alternative mean, For example, the name of the image is mandatory and very case sensitive use in this SRC. For example, actually your image name is logo, but in this time you miss the O. So log.jpg you have to prepare it. So actually log.jpg is available in your computer image? No. Actually, if any time any of the mistake is occurred in the time of name or in the time of naming entry, anything is missing, we arrange alt is equal to, okay, image is not displayed. Image is not displayed. So what happening in this, in case in the time of viewing a web page the proper image is not loading, then the image replace, image is not displayed, text is appear. Okay, actually this is not a problem. The proper name is mentioned in a SRC, the exact image is appeared in a web page, don't worry about it. But sometimes the image is not good and the image size is too much larger and the image is deleted into your computer system. In this place the text is appear. That's why we use the ALT. And the next one is called align. Align mean exact the image should be appear in middle of the web page or right hand side of the web page or left hand side of the web page. So which particular position the image is appear. So this time I want to show the image in center of the page. So that's why I use the align is equal to center, or align is equal to center, or align is equal to left, or align is equal to right, whatever may be, you just put the position in the align place. Okay, you didn't write the align attribute in the img tag, the image is always appear the left hand side of the web page. But this time I want to show the image in center of the page. That's why I use align is equal to center. Okay, and height. Height is decides how much height and how much width. For example, this is the image. Okay, actually this is treated as a width and this is the treated as a height. Okay, for example, I want to increase the height and width also. I want to show them the image size in very big in size in my web page. Actually, the size of the image is very less, but this time I want to show them the height or width of the image in very big in size. So if you want to arrange the image in very big in size in my browser page, so we can possible to set how much height and how much width. For example, I decide the height of the image is 60 and I can arrange width is called 50 because the height is much and width is lesser. So we can fix the proper values in the img tag. The image size is appeared in the proper pixels only. Let us, after you complete, just close the tag and immediately you just close the img tag. Okay, this is the way to arrange the image in HTML, because these all are the attributes helps to arrange a image in a proper directions of your web page. Let us we can possible to explain. So the img full form is called img tag, is used to embed graphics. Embed mean add graphics in HTML pages. There may be embedded inside other elements such as anchors. When embedded inside an anchor, they work as image hyperlink. The browser will load a file from the designated link. So the img element is independent tag which does not have a corresponding closing elements. But the img tag contain many parameters. The parameters called src, alt, align, height, width, and etc. etc. Okay, these all are the very useful tags, helps to show the proper image in a web browser. Okay, and the next one is called hyperlinks. You know, hyperlink mean if you want to visit a web page, sometimes the page contain blue color texts. If you want to click the blue color text, immediately the current page is expired and immediately jumps to a new page. Okay, immediately jumps to a new page. So this is the way we can possible to view more pages in one page using with clicking. So this clicking is called hyperlinks. Okay, so most important concept of HTML programming is hyperlinks. Web pages can contain links that takes directly to other pages and even specific parts of given page, or we can jump to another page or immediately come to bottom or top in any page of the any page. These links are known as hyperlinks. So hyperlinks allow visitors to navigate between websites by clicking on words, phrases or images also. Okay, if you want to done or if you want to create this kind of hyperlinks, okay, create hyperlinks with the help of the A tag. A for anchor tag. A for anchor tag. For example, I want to create a file. So this file contain about computers. About computers very briefly. Okay, this is the file contain entire computers brief information. Okay, so this file name is called about.html. So I want to create this page. Okay, so anybody to view this page, okay, let us, this is my page, web page. In this introduction, so about the computer information is present in this page, but this information is very limited, is very less, but I need to know more information about the computer. So if you want to know about more information about the computer, you want to visit this page, but actually this page is not appear in this location, but I have to link with, this page is linked with the word. So more info about computers, click it. This is the word. So if you want to click the word, what happening, immediately this page is closed and this page is open. How can I possible? Actually this page and this page is totally different, but we can possible to link with these two pages using with the A tag. So how to maintain the anchor tag? Using A, and we use the attribute is called href. You know, high reference. href is called high reference. So why use href? So href is similar to src in the image tag. src what's doing? src is a source. Source mean which particular image we can possible to insert into your web page, the name of the image file to be added in the src place, right? At the same time, href is also doing the same thing. Which file we can incorporate, we can possible to adding, for example, this time, okay, this time I want to add this page, like href is equal to about.html. Actually, this is the file to be added. Okay, added. So this file is added, but which button have to click it? Which button have to click to open this file? Let us, we have to write more info about computer, click it. This is the phrase, and let us close the anchor tag. So what happening? The text is appeared in the bottom and the text is appeared in a blue color format. Okay, if you want to click the text, then automatically this page is open. This is the power of hyperlink using with a tag. Okay, so an anchor tag is used to establish the hyperlinks in HTML. So this element is called anchor tag. Anything between the opening tag and the closing anchor tag become part of the link, and a user can click the part of reach to the linked document, which is the hypertext. The term anchor is used because it indicates the static positioning of a hyperlink. So this is called a hyperlink. We can possible to connect more different location pages into a single page. Okay, so this is the session to complete the entire syllabus of ICT. So this ICT contains 5 different units, and fundamentals of internet, and social networking, email, hypertext markup language, okay, contain 5 different units. And personally I give important questions unit wise in future classes, okay. And all the best. To read very carefully, I will forward the soft material to our principal sir, okay. Thank you to all.